welcome back to Monkey Gardening. I'm a monkey, this is my garden, and it's another beautiful day, although the weather is due to change, so I want to get quite a lot done today. So some exciting stuff. My seed potatoes have finally arrived. I was expecting to get some early variety and main crop, but they've only sent main crop ones. So the difference is the early potatoes, they grow really quickly. They're sort of like your new potatoes, but they can't be stored. And your main crop is what you grow. They take longer to grow, but you can store them over winter. Now normally you would chit the potatoes. I'll talk about these potatoes in a minute, but chitting is when you get them to sprout. You put them in a light place and they sprout, and then you plant them in the ground. Now for early potatoes, it's essential that they're chitted. But for main crop it doesn't matter too much. So you can see there's not many shoots on these, there's a few eyes, but I can put these in the ground. They'll just take a little bit longer to grow, so that's all good. So I've got some others here which were kindly donated by one of my neighbours, and these are main crop as well. And one of these, I think this one, Heidi Red, the flesh is actually red, so that's quite cool. I'm not growing that kind of thing before. What else is going on? Here I've got some sweet pea seeds which have been soaking in water overnight. I'll plant those, I'll sow those today. So the potatoes, because I'm waiting on soil, I would normally grow these in containers, but I'm still waiting for my compost to arrive. So I've decided to use this bed over here as a potato patch. And when I get the compost I might build another bed somewhere, but I'm just going to crack on and use what I've got available at the moment. What else? What can I show you? I've taken the fleece off the onions and radishes. You can see they're really coming on. I'll get you a bit closer. So that's good. I'm also going to plant some more onions over in this bed over here. Yesterday the polytunnel got really hot. I had to strip it all, take it all back and let the plants cool down a little bit. That's probably going to be necessary today, but after today it's going to get quite a lot cooler. There's rain on the way. What else? Some slug control pellets arrived. I try not to use any chemicals or sprays or anything on the plants, but I can't put up with the slugs. So what I do is I have a trail of pellets which I put around the perimeter of the garden. I also need to trim and get rid of some of the rubbish, so there's nowhere for them to hide around the edge of the garden, but I find that works very well. I don't really like doing it. I've tried nematodes in the past. For some reason they're really expensive at the moment, so we'll just stick with pellets, see how we get on. It's been really dry, so they've not been too much of a pest at the moment anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get on and plant these potatoes, and I'll show you a video of me doing that. Okay, so I've laid things out on the bed. So I've got the Aaron Victory potatoes here, the Heidi Red here, King Edward's here, and the Pink Fir apple here. And for each one, all I'm going to do is go down one trowel depth, move the soil forward, and then pop the potato in the hole, and then to close the hole back up again. Obviously the ones that have got, gets into focus, the ones that have got sprouts, that's obviously the top of the potato. The ones that haven't shooted, I will look for eyes on them and plant the eyes facing upwards. Okay, so you can watch me do that, and I'll come back at the end. Okay, so they're all in now. Although the surface of the compost looks bone dry, once you dig in a bit it's pretty damp, so I'm not going to water these in. And as I say, we're due some rain tomorrow anyway, so we'll see how we get on with that. A couple of interesting things about potatoes. They're a member of the Solanaceae family, if I pronounce that correctly. They're closely related to tomatoes, which is slightly odd, and aubergines and peppers, and also deadly nightshade. In fact, the potato, if you allow it to grow, it'll eventually flower. Normally that's when you harvest the potato, but if it carries on growing, it actually grows fruit at the top of the the top of the potato sort of bushy plant thing, it actually grows what looks like little green tomatoes, which are very poisonous. They've got the same chemical in that you get if potatoes turn green in the light solanine, I think it is. So yeah, that's potatoes. And I know all of that because of this incredible book. I'll show you the front cover. This book was published in the 1970s. It's all about self-sufficiency, and this led to the boom in self-sufficiency growing in the 70s. That's where you got things like the sitcom The Good Life. You could basically reboot civilization with this book. It covers everything. Let me show you. So there's a whole section on potato family. It goes through every single plant you could think of. It even covers like running a small farm, looking after animals, making beer, which I've been reading up on, keeping chickens. There's quite a nice pithy statement where he talks about squirrels. If I can find the page. Here we go. Squirrels. These agile pests can do a great deal of damage. Netting is the only cure. That's all he says. Yeah, this is a really good book. It's an interesting read, even if you're not going to do anything as advanced as this. And I'm only doing like 1/10 of what you could do in here. But yeah, it covers everything. It's a really interesting read. Okay, that's it for now. I'll come back when I do some more jobs later in the day. Okay, so my next job is to plant up these seedlings, which I also got from the same neighbour who gave me the potatoes, Pamela. Thank you, Pamela, if you're watching. I didn't know what these were when I picked them up. She's told me that they're a variety of flower called Cosmos. They look very pretty. So we're going to plant these up into some larger containers. So I'm just planting up these flowers now. I do really like these little seed containers that have been made out of newspaper. That's a very good idea. So yeah, I'm going to plant these up into some large containers, and then I'll move on to do some other jobs. Okay, so I'm just having a little sit down and rest. It's really hot out here today. Unfortunately, it's a bit too early for beer, so I've got some water. While I'm here, I just want to have a quick shout out to some monkey fans. So firstly to Sarah, Stewart and Ralph, who are in Mythenroyd, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, near Hebden Bridge. And they've sent me a photo of them growing some broccoli and kale. I'm very jealous of the size of their polytunnel. So big hello to you if you're watching, and also hello to Seb and Andrew, Seb's father. And my next job is going to be to fence off or net off the potato patch to keep the squirrels out. Well, that went well. I got the stakes in and then realised that I've run out of netting. And obviously I can't just go out to the shop and buy some more, so I've got some on order, which will be delivered in a few days. So what I'll probably do is cover this in fleece. That'll keep the squirrels and any pests out. And on to the next job. Okay, so that's all fleeced up now. Hopefully keep the squirrels out. I've also potted up some tomatoes and my butternut squash. I'm getting to the very end of my compost now. I wish I had some more, even though it's not very good compost at all. Hopefully my delivery will arrive soon. Next job is to fleece these back up again. I was going to net them up, but obviously I've not got any netting. And I'll give it a water. For some reason this bed is incredibly dry. So I'll give that a water and fleece that up. Okay, so I'm just doing my last couple of jobs of the day before beer o'clock. So I'm just going around checking anything else that needs watering. I've been watering stuff throughout the day. I'm going to quickly pot up a couple of these sunflowers. I'm going to harvest some of the pea shoots, which I'm going to have for my supper in the salad. You can see I've tucked away the onions and radish and sorted out the potato bed. And then I'll just close everything up and tidy everything away because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining the Monkey Garden, and I'll see you on the next one.